الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد قال الله تعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هل يستوي الذين يعلمون والذين لا يعلمون إنما يتذكر أولو الألباب صدق الله العظيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته Alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed us again and again. This deen that we have, it has came to us through Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and because of the knowledge that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now a person, if he doesn't have the knowledge, he is not able to do anything. وَعَلَّمَ آدَمَ الْأَسْمَاءَ كُلَّهَا Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught Adam alayhi salam the names of every single thing. So the knowledge has come directly from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know, many a times people are, sometimes they ask a question that they feel bad about themselves. That I want to go into, what I would love to do is to study the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. People have that wish. I wish I could study the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But instead of being able to study, I have to work my office job. Or I am a doctor, I have to go to my GP. I have to work there. I'm an optician, I'm a dentist, all of these different things. And I have to concentrate on this part of my career. That one is deen and one is dunya. That we have made it such in today's society that deen is at this side and dunya is this side. And if you want to study the deen, you go and learn about the Quran and the hadith and fiqh and everything. And if you want to learn about dunya, then it is dentistry and doctor, medicine, all these different things. But if we look at how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made the whole thing, that if we look, all of the knowledge has come only from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And every single thing that was taught to Hazrat Adam alayhi salam is, so if, for example, we have Dr. Abdul Salam here, and he is a doctor. We have Dr. Muhammad, he is a doctor. So they have learned from their teachers who were doctors. And he went to his teacher who is a doctor. And if you go all the way back up to the top, everything comes back to Hazrat Adam alayhi salam. So there is no such thing as that I am studying the deen or I am studying the dunya. We can put it all together. As long as we are giving some kind of benefit to the ummah. This is what, if a person ever feels that, I want to study the deen but I'm not able to. You're already doing such a big favor, you're helping out the makhluk that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created. So this is one thing as well, which we should think about. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed this ummah with so much knowledge. Today if I was to ask somebody that how much knowledge do you have, or can you tell me something about the deen? We all know so much about our deen. طلب العلم فريضة على كل مسلم. that the seeking of knowledge is farz upon each and every one of us. The only reason why we know about our deen is because we went somewhere and we learned. Or if we didn't go somewhere and learn, if we look in today's day and age, it is so easy for us to learn. There is always so many classes going on somewhere. We have the internet. We are able to learn so much from the internet. So a person today, he has so much knowledge. Now most of the time when we go to listen to a speech, every Friday when we come to listen to khutbah, most of the time when we leave the masjid, do we ever ask ourselves, what did I learn today? What did I learn today? Most of the time we say that, I already know everything that the Shaykh was already saying. I already know everything. I've heard this before. I hear this all the time. We like to hear something new. I like to hear something new. What is going on? All this, I've heard that before. So many times, again and again and again. Yes, so the thing here is that we know a lot of things. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has, alhamdulillah, He has blessed us with so much knowledge. If we look at our education itself, we are literate. We know how to read, we know how to write. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was not able to read or write, but still Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made him teach everybody in such a way where there is nobody that can even get close to the way Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam taught us. But the thing that we have to ask ourselves is, the knowledge that I have, am I acting upon that knowledge? This is the main thing. And am I acting upon the knowledge that I have? Each and every one of us, we know that what is the reward for praying our salah with jama'ah. What is the reward for praying our salah with jama'ah? 25 to 27 times. We have all read the hadith. But then the question comes to my head, am I acting upon this hadith? Am I acting upon the knowledge that I have? That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to ask me, that I gave you all this knowledge, what did you do with it? You know all these things, what did you do with it? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said to us that we come to the masjid for Jum'ah. Alhamdulillah, we are coming to the masjid for Jum'ah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has taught us through Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam how to live our full life. Now, are we living our life in that way? For example, very simple, miswak. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is one of his most beloved sunnahs. We all know how much of a beloved sunnah it is to Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. But do I use my miswak? Do I use my... Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that a person who uses his miswak for salah, his salah is multiplied by 70 times. Many a times we have heard this again and again and again. So we know so many things, but the question is, am I acting upon it? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, Ya ayyuhal ladhina amanu, lima taquluna ma la taf'alun. That, O you who believe, are you saying that which you do not do? كَبُرَ مَقْتًا عِنْدَ اللَّهِ أَن تَقُولُوا مَا لَا تَفْعَلُونَ. It is hated by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that you speak about something which you yourself are not doing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's saying to us that I have given you so much knowledge. O son of Adam, I have given you so much knowledge. What are you doing with this knowledge? And knowledge is so sacred that even afterwards, when Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam had been taught so much, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught him the dua, Rabbi zidni ilma. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying there's always seek more knowledge, seek more knowledge. But the whole point of seeking the knowledge is so that we are able to act upon it. It has been mentioned that it took Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu 12 years to learn Surah Baqarah. 12 years to learn Surah Baqarah. Huffaz today, very easily they can learn it in a few months. And when it was asked to Hazrat Umar radiallahu anhu, why did it take you this long to learn Surah Baqarah? He said, I did not move on to the next ayah until I started acting upon what it was that I learned. This is what today we are all talk. There is no walking, it's all talking. That what we are able to do, we can say everything. That if I was to ask you what should we be doing as a Muslim, what is the best way that a Muslim should be living, many of us we will be able to tell one another that this is what we have to do for Allah to be pleased with us. But then when the question is asked, are we doing those things? This is where we are failing. But again, this is not something to worry about. This is shaitan. He is making us weak. This is our nafs and making us weak. We have to ask ourselves that what can I do to make myself act upon that knowledge that I have. This is the reason why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed us with so much knowledge. We have so much knowledge. We know everything about our deen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us not to deal with interest. So we do not deal with interest. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us to stay away from alcohol. We have to stay away from alcohol. All these things we know, but still in our community, in our society, we have these things going on. Why? Because our iman is a little bit weak. We have forgotten that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to ask us about every little thing that we done. وَاللَّهُ أَخْرَجَكُم مِّن بُطُونِ أُمَّهَاتِكُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ شَيْئًا وَجَعَلَ لَكُمُ السَّمْعَ وَالْأَبْصَارَ وَالْأَفْئِدَةَ قَلِيلًا مَا تَشْكُرُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took us out from our mother's wombs, and then He gave us the sight and the hearing in our heart, so that we were able to use these body parts to think that why has Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put me into this dunya? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, why did He put us in? So that we recognize who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is. After recognizing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what do I have to do? I need to understand that I am going to stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of judgment. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to ask me that, oh my servant, I gave you your eyes, I gave you your ears, I gave you every body part of yours that you have, I gave you a brain which was fully functioning, I gave you that understanding of the deen. Why were you not able to act upon it? We will have to answer to every little thing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us. You know, we have to think that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam used to always make a dua, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min ilmin la yanfa. Oh Allah, save me from that knowledge which is not beneficial for me. Think of all the things that we know today. What are those that are benefiting me? If there is something which is benefiting us, then yes, we continue with it. If it is not benefiting us, we have to take that out of our life. That we have to think of the bigger picture. You know, today is just about, you know, maybe 5 years, 10 years, we'll think about that much. I have to make sure that I have enough money for my business to go. I need to think about my children getting married, and after that, that's it. What about what is going to happen after death? What about that? What have we prepared for the akhirah? This is the main thing that we have to ask ourselves. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed me with so much in this dunya. How can I make my deen, my akhirah better for me? You know, this is the only way that we are able to. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, alhamdulillah, He has blessed us with so much knowledge. He has given us so much, everything that we have. We have to try as hard as we can to act upon the knowledge that we have. This knowledge that we have is simple. For example, just like I mentioned before, that praying our salah with jama'ah. We know how much it is. You know, I have given this example so many times. Your boss says to you, you're going to come to work. If you come into work, you'll get 27 pounds. If you do your work at home, you get £1. Where are you going to go? Everyone going to stay at home? Not at all? Not at all. We are all going to go into the office. You're going to get that £27 an hour. No problem. Thank you very much. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying the same thing here. You know, do a bit of sacrifice. Get out of your bed. You know, come early to the masjid for fajr. You know, come during the day for zuhar, asr, maghrib, isha. No, this is what the masjid is here for. This is what the masjid is here for. That so that the masjid can, you know, this is a way for the community to get together. If we want the love to grow between brothers, this is how the love grows. That when we meet one another for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No other reason. We are all coming here together just to sit, to remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants from us. Let's not get sucked into the dunya like everything is happening today. That everything is dunya, dunya, dunya. We have forgotten about our deed. We have forgotten about our akhirah. That we will have to stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Imagine standing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the one who has created us. What answer are we going to give? You know, it's only through the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we will be successful. But think that I am going to stand in front of Allah. From Adam alayhi salam to the last man, they're all going to be watching. They're all going to be listening about everything that I've done in my life. How are we going to face Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? What have we prepared to face Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Well, these are all questions that need to be answered. But we are in charge of our own destiny ourselves. We are able to try and make a change. Make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He gives us the ability to try and act upon all of the knowledge that we have. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the tawfiq to try and get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ameen wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.